Hi everybody, happy Wednesday afternoon. I'm Adri Kyser, founder and creator of Enlightened Alchemy and Inner Beauty Wellness. So let me ask you a question. Do you know how to get off the comparison train? So as you begin to join, please comment below, say hi, let me know where you're watching from. And if you're watching the replay, just comment hashtag replay and I will get back to you as soon as the live is over. So my question is, do you know how to get off the comparison train? So we all know we all have days that are amazing and some days where are not so good, right? People often think because I'm a yoga teacher and spiritual healer that my days are filled of unicorns and rainbows all the time. And while it's true, I'm pretty blessed in many ways, I also have bad days. I have days where I don't feel my best. I have days where I have a hard time or where I get on that comparison train. Hi, Amanda. Thanks for watching. So I get on that comparison train, and what that does to me, it makes me feel worse. So have you noticed that when you are doubting yourself, when you're getting frustrated because you think you should be in this way or at this level and you're not, how you begin to compare yourself? And how does that show? Maybe it's when you're watching or you're scrolling through Facebook or Instagram or any social media, or you hear a conversation or somebody shares something. So what is the first thing? Oftentimes it's like, oh, I'm not good enough because X, Y, and Z. And the truth is that to get off that comparison train, you have to stop yourself in your tracks. You need to stop right away. You need to recognize I'm doing it and pause. Whether it is you close social media, whether it is that you take a couple of deep breaths, whatever it is that you have to do, get up and go for a walk, whatever it is, notice that action happening right away. It sounds simple and it's super simple, but it's not necessarily easy because our mind begins to play stories and stories and stories, right? So when you see yourself that you're riding in this comparison train, stop yourself in your tracks, because the thing is, your emotions, your thoughts and feelings have nothing to do with that person that you're comparing yourself to. That person, whether if everything seems like they have it all together, or things are happening very easily for them or not, that has nothing to do with you. We begin to compare ourselves when we believe the stories of scarcity, when we believe the stories that we're not good enough, right? So how do you get off of that comparison train? Stop yourself in your tracks. Stop the moment that those negative thoughts and feelings begin to happen, and recognize it. Ask yourself, why is this happening? Why am I feeling this way? So go to the root cause of the problem. But then to go to the next step is to take a moment to really give thanks. Give thanks for this opportunity to reflect, but also give thanks for the things that you have accomplished this far, right? Because at least for me, when I begin to compare myself, because I don't know, I'm supposed to be here and I'm not there, or should be making this and I'm not making it, or because my yoga poses don't look a certain, whatever it is, it has to come back to me and what is causing that. But then I have to also replace those negative beliefs and systems or emotions with something positive, with noticing what I am able to do, why these things are working out for me the way I have worked out. It's because I made it happen, right? What are what are the things that I'm doing that people appreciate and that people tell me that have changed their lives? So find a way to pay attention to. Once you stop yourself in the tracks, then the next step is to find gratitude and to begin to notice your accomplishments, to notice your skill set, to notice the impact that you're making. Oftentimes the best way to do this is just to go back and see messages or texts or Facebook messages or emails that you receive from people giving you thanks for whatever it is that you did for them, right? So when you begin to compare yourself, it's the killer of joy. When you begin to compare yourself, you're giving your power away. You're beginning to go into this rabbit hole that not necessarily is always the healthy thing. We all do it. We all don't have, at least for myself, every day of my life is no unicorns and rainbows. I'm pretty blessed in many ways, but I also have bad days. I also have days where I just fall into that trap. People think because we are yoga teachers or spiritual beings or holistic wellness practitioners that our lives are perfect. Actually, the other day somebody asked me if I ate pizza or if I ate chocolate, and I was shocked to be asked that question because I'm human, and of course I do. I love that stuff. But anyways, that's off topic. So please get off the comparison train, because the longer you stay on that train, the longer you stay on that ride, you begin to feel worse about yourself. Your days get worse. You begin to have negative emotions and feelings and thoughts. Your energy completely shifts, right? And it's just a no-win situation, honestly. So the moment you begin to notice when you're having those bad days and you're starting comparing yourself or you're getting frustrated, notice again what is reflecting back to you, because it has nothing to do with the people that are being prosperous and living their best life. It has to do with you and the belief. Are you staying in a place of scarcity? Do you have a negative belief system, high release? Do you have some false beliefs or energy blocks that are holding you back? But then once you recognize that, you begin to see, hey, I'm comparing myself, I'm getting upset, I'm having all these doubts and fears come up. Stop that flow for negative energy. Do whatever it is to do that you need to do to stop it, whether it's going for a walk, drinking water, whether it's closing social media, whatever it is, whatever works for you. And then to the other side of the spectrum, begin to notice what is working right for you. Notice what your unique sets of gifts and talents are. Notice how much you have accomplished, whether it's that week, whether it's that month, whether it's for the year, whether it's the past 5 years, whatever it is. Notice your accomplishments, because oftentimes we don't celebrate our accomplishments very often. How many of you, let me ask you this question, how many of you can do something fantastic, right? And people will come and say, wow, that was an amazing speech that you did, or that was an amazing class that you taught, or that was an amazing meditation. But then comes somebody and puts a negative comment. How many of you will concentrate on that negative comment out of all the other 20, 30 positive comments that were there? Right? So when you begin to get in this comparison train, notice how you feel, notice where your mind goes, stop yourself on the tracks, and then begin to notice your accomplishments. Notice the unique gifts and set of talents that you have. Notice the impact that you're making on others. Remember or read or contact a friend or family member that can remind you of how much you have accomplished, how much of a difference you have made in these people's lives, right? So that's what I want to leave you with today. Please comment below. Let me know if this resonates with you. Again, it's super simple, yet it's not easy. It's not easy to own our stuff. It's not easy for us to be like, hey, I am comparing myself. I'm feeling X, Y, and Z in a negative way because that person shows up and shows her or his brilliance. And again, it has nothing to do with them. It has everything to do with us. So taking responsibility, taking ownership, right? So it's not easy thing to do, but it can be a simple change that will shift your perspective. And then you begin to enter this place of pure potentiality, pure transformation. Your day begins to shift, and you begin to recover, reclaim the sense of joy, happiness, and ease that we're all meant to have, this sense of abundance, right, and prosperity in all aspects of our lives. So when you are in that comparison train, it's the killer of joy. You begin to give your power away, and you enter the rabbit hole of negativity. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Comment below, let me know how this resonates with you. Please share this live if you feel like other people will benefit from this topic, because again, we all have amazing days, and there are days when we just need to hear some support, some reminders of how we can begin to transform and shift the energy we're experiencing within, so it can be reflected in the outer world. My name is Adri Kyser. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and have a beautiful day. Namaste. Bye-bye.